Meru University tukwenda ethira twira mantu mwanya okonie skuru ye no tukwibo bangi bagenda kumenya uria skuru ye ora muntu abatire kwithira aita kuo na areri kosisira bakoritana na kinya utungata bondene ya community ni buriko kumarira yambiririe tikwara kwari muno because professor area no in charge current department ya finance na kethe tumenye mantu mwanya iruria skuru ya Meru University. Ithira ukera na batukulukira 23578 namba yetu ya SMS na kinyakiri mitandao yetu yokinyandio gaguthawe na kiuria abenda kuri professor na ndi yao kethira nkithoma kiuria kiu na kethira ayochokiria. Professor, umesikia vile nimesema?
Yote kabisa.
Umesikia yote kabisa?
Ndio.
Kuzungumza?
Sasa hapo ndio.
Itilafu kidogo. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Salimia wa Kenya. Salimia Meru. Unajua kusalimiana kwa lugha ya Kimeru?
Mugeni. Hiyo si ninajua kabisa.
Wow. Alafu tusalimie na Kikwenu.
Bwairire. Because now it is in the evening.
The evening. It's like kuna kizungu imeongezwa mahali.
Bwairire.
Bwairire.
Bwairire buya.
Bwairire buya. Kisii, right?
Ndio hiyo.
Right. Karibu sana. Hapa ni Wero TV. Hata mimi ningetaka kujua zaidi kuhusu Meru University. Iko wapi na ilianza mwaka gani na mpaka saizi ni shughuli gani mko nazo?
So asante.
Karibu.
So asante for having us here. Meru University of Science and Technology.
Yeah.
Mara nyingi watu wanafikiria ati pande za Meru kuna university moja tu. Ziko mbili. Sasa Meru University of Science and Technology ndio university ya public. You know, similar to all the other public universities. Sisi tuko Ncheru, about 12 kilometers from Meru town, on your way to Maua. Tuko na pia campus ingine hapa in town. Mara nyingi ni School of Business and Business Courses at Hart Towers. Alafu tena tuko na a campus in Marimba, where we do mainly agricultural courses, especially for diploma. Tulianza as a full-fledged university in 2013. But before that, tulikuwa as a constituent college ya Jomo Kenyatta University. When the former President Kibaki was finishing his term, during that period, that is also when we also got our charter. So since then, tumekuwa a full-fledged university with several programs mpaka saizi sasa. Na tumeendelea kugrow pole pole, lakini tunaendelea.
From 2013, mmekuwa na sherehe ngapi za wanafunzi kuvikwa mataji ama graduation ceremonies?
11.
11?
Yes, we have had 11 graduations.
Wow.
Na tena tunaenda kuwa na ingine in October of this year. That's when we will have our graduation.
So mtu akiwa Meru Town, si lazima aende Nchiru?
Hapana, si lazima. Inafuatia ni course gani anafanya. Kuna zile courses ambazo lazima ukuje Nchiru. Tuseme sasa kama unafanya ualimu, lazima ukuje Nchiru. Ukiwa kama unafanya course ya science, biolojia, chemistry, hizo lazima ukuje Nchiru. Lakini kuna zingine sasa tuseme hizi za certificate na diploma kwa business ya IT, especially watu wa makompyuta na nini, hizo pia tuko nazo hapa Meru Town. Hata hizo zenye nimesema lazima ukuje Nchiru, kuna zile zingine bado tunazipeana through online means, ODEL. Tuko na online and distance education learning. That kama sasa tuko na masters in business and it is on ODEL. Sasa hiyo hata si lazima ukuje Meru. You can do it online, and the way it is structured, there will be a few times lazima ukuje, for example, to come and defend your thesis. You might need to come and and talk to your supervisors, lakini you can also study ukiwa mbali.
Kuna mtu mahali angetaka kujua chuo kikuu cha Meru University pale mnapeana courses gani?
So katika chuo chetu tuko na shule 8 na katika kila shule tuko na course tofauti tofauti. Tuko na School of Education, hiyo ni shule ya ualimu. Katika hiyo shule watoto wanaweza kufuzu wakifunza aina mbalimbali za subject, za sayansi, hesabu, Kiingereza, Kiswahili, historia, geografia, all the courses that we have in the high schools and in the junior secondary schools. Hiyo ni kwa shule ya education. Tuko na shule ya engineering and architecture. In that tuko na 3 main areas. Tuko na Bachelor of Technology in Civil Engineering. Tuko na Mechanical and Mechatronics. Then tuko na pia Electrical and Electronics. So that is in the School of Engineering and Architecture. We also have a School of Pure and Applied Science. Sasa wale wenye wanataka kusoma, tuseme they want to do hesabu, kwe pure mathematicians, wafanye physics, wenye wanataka kufanya biology, chemistry and different combinations. Au pia wako kwa the School of Pure and Applied Science. And something about that school as well, we have a program in environmental science. Siku hizi sasa kila pahali unaona vile tunasumbuka. Joto imekuwa nyingi, mara sijui kuna baridi. The other day tunasema sijui Meru hakujawahi kuwa baridi hivi. Then after a little while sasa joto imekuwa nyingi. So there are all these climate changes. Those are things that are studied in the School of Pure and Applied Science. We have School of Nursing. Pale tunafundisha all the nurses that you find in our hospitals. The good thing is also from that school, even our local hospitals, even Meru General, that is where a number of our students go for their internships and their clinicals. Miadene, you know, the different hospitals that we have around. They go even as far as Isiolo. So we train, and then of course, sasa wataenda everywhere in the country. We have a School of Health Sciences, where we train clinical officers and different courses in the health sphere, like global health and health records and stuff. So we also have that. We have a School of Computing and Informatics. Hizi vitu nasikia watu wanasema siku hizi data science, big data, tuko nazo. Cyber security, hizo tuko nazo. Hii mambo yote unaona watu wanasumbuka nayo ati in the banks and stuff like that in terms of security. All that we have in our School of Computing and Informatics. I think I've mentioned, I think that is a School of Pure and Applied Science, Engineering, Education. We have SPAS, Nursing, Health, and Computing. I think those are the schools that we have.
Mjapangia wanahabari?
Ha?
Mjapangia wanahabari?
Wanahabari tuko nao. Now wanahabari, it is a department we have in our School of Computing. We actually have that department of media. So tuko nao. Sasa sijui utakuja lini alafu kuja kumalizia masomo.
Nitakuja, tutapangana. Tutapangana vile nitakuja huko.
Karibu.
Kwa sababu masomo hayana mwisho.
Hayana mwisho kabisa.
Masomo mpaka uzeeni. So maybe your intakes kwa watu wa diploma, degrees, certificates. So intakes zenu zinakuanga lini?
So we have the main intake that coincides with the COOPS placement. Kama sasa wale walimaliza Form 4 and their results came out in February. So their main intake, now once COOPS opened, well, they're applying, and there are several who have already applied. So the main intake will be end of August, beginning of September. That is when they start their first semester.
Yeah.
That is the time we are expecting the largest number of our first year students. So in all these schools, so that is when we will be admitting all the students at that time. Ukija courses like in diploma courses, for example, hizo tuko nazo throughout. So as soon as a student is ready to come, they will apply.
So you can enroll anytime?
You can enroll anytime. We will have intakes in January when the semester is beginning, because once you apply and then the semester is up, then we have a rolling application and rolling admission. So for the diploma, for the certificate, some of the short courses, the postgraduate classes, those are masters, postgraduate diploma in education, for PhD, hizo zote. It is on a rolling basis. So you apply throughout the year. Kuna wale wenye wanakuja on self-sponsored. So they may not necessarily follow directly with the COOPS program. Sasa wao pia they'll just apply, and then once the classes are scheduled, wanakuja wanaingia. Yes. So we have many options. Hakuna mtu tunaacha nje.
So kuna watu taka kujua timelines. Nikienroll for a degree, how long does it take? For a diploma, for a master's, do you have timelines?
Yes, we do have timelines. So for our bachelor's degree, it's 4 years. And that is for regular years, zile wanafunzi mmekuwa salama na sisi walimu pia wamekuwa salama, kila kitu iko sawa.
Hakutatokea bugdha.
Na hakutakuwa na hiyo. Si tuliwacha hizo mambo. Hakuna bugdha yoyote. So it's 4 years. Na masters usually it is 2 years. Wanakuja anasoma, and then sasa pale unapata kunakuwa na shida saa zingine hata kwa universities zingine in the masters and PhD level. Vile unasikia watu wanasema nilienroll, sasa it is 5 years later sijamaliza, 7 years sijamaliza. Ni kweli. And usually unamaliza masomo ile ya kuingia darasani, alafu sasa inakuwa project and thesis. Sasa hapo bidii ni yako mara nyingi. Of course bidii yako na yetu, lakini sana sana ni bidii yako. So wakati huo tunajaribu sana kusaidia wanafunzi. Kusema tunawawekea seminars, different classes, timelines to come and visit with the supervisors. Wao wenyewe wakutane waongee, tunajaribu kuwasaidia ndio wamalize. Lakini unajua vile maisha inakuja. Mara nyingi mtu kama haingii darasani ndiye aende kufanya mtihani, anasema nitafanya kesho, nitafanya next week. Sasa hiyo ndio inaleta the length of time. But ideally our masters is 2 years. Yes. And our PhD program, it is 3 years.
3 years?
Yes, 3 years.
All right.
Yes.
So kuna masomo kwa wale maybe wanafanya kazi, evening classes, kwa wale ambao wanafunga shule and then they want to stand over the holidays. Kuna plan ya watu kama
tuko nayo. Kwanza unaona hapa like our town campus, very very flexible. And then tuko na ODEL, hiyo online and distance education learning. It's very flexible. Kama sasa wacha niongelele juu ya walimu. Tuko na walimu wengi ambao wamerudi wanafanya masters, kuna na wale pia wanafanya PhD. Kawaida hawa walimu hawawezi kuja shule Monday to Friday kwa sababu na wao wako kazini wanafanya kazi zao. So in our programs we teach beyond 5 o'clock. And then we also teach over the weekends. We will take advantage of the holidays. So anybody, hata kama unafanya kazi gani, there is always a way that we structure so that we accommodate you.
Let's come to entrepreneurship and innovation. So tell us about this program in your school.
So we have a school of business and economics, and that is where you find there is courses in entrepreneurship. Even when that is the case, what we have done as a university, we have said the time for students coming to the university so that then they go and get employed, that time is long gone. the reality is we don't have jobs. Very many of our graduates come out and they're waiting to be employed and there are no jobs. So all our students actually do take a course in entrepreneurship, because what we have realized is, yes, we will train you in your area of specialization. It inaweza kuwa ni education, it could be in chemistry or biology, but when you come out, kama hakuna kazi, what else can you do with your education? What are these things that you can innovate in your area of specialization? Kwa sababu tumekufunza. Wewe sasa, you have graduated, you are educated, you have the skills. There is no job yenye mtu anaenda kukuajiri. So what can you do? That is where now the entrepreneurship classes come in, and the concept of innovation. So tunawaambia, they come up with their own projects, of course with the help of faculty wanasaidiwa, to even think through and realize what is possible for them. That way, when they come out, mtu anaweza kujiajiri mwenyewe, and that person sasa hata anaweza kuajiri wengine, because they are able now to figure out what other solutions to the society can they provide in terms of the problems that we are facing. Number 2, we have a number of innovations that are ongoing in the university between the students and the faculty. One of the ones that I may highlight now is on a microscope that we are working on, that is actually being worked on right now, that would help in detection of cancer. Hapa ni Meru na unajua vile tunasumbuka. Ni kubaya. Hapa Meru ni kubaya. Si unajua vile tunasumbuka na mambo ya cancer. Yes. And then the reality is, by the time uende, mara nyingi huwa tunaambiwa enda Kenyatta Hospital. Na foleni ni hiyo. The waiting period. By the time all the tests are done, na ukuje kupata result, many months have passed. So this particular microscope that we're talking about is in real time. That they will take the tissues, they will check through the microscope using AI, infusion of AI and different systems, and they are able to detect that this particular cells or this particular tissue is either cancerous or not. That is something that we are doing at the university. That is an innovation with one of our faculty members and students at the university. Yes. Anything to do with agriculture? Agriculture, we have a lot that is happening. Si unajua sisi hapa tuko na miraa yetu. Yeah. And that is one of the plants that we have in plenty here. So again, still within the university. So we've come up with an infusion bag. Sasa si ati mtu anze kuchana miraa kila pahali. So it is like a tea bag. And that is something that is in the process also of going through the processes of standardization. We have different wines from fruits and cane. Hii ndizi tuko nayo nyingi. And because it's perishable, our purpose, the way they are perishable. So we are saying, if you're unable to sell it, it doesn't have to go to waste. That you can figure out a way of dealing with your produce, and then you make money out of it. So we do have wines in that sense. We have done quite a bit of studies on camel milk. Sizi ngamia hapa za hapa, isiolo zenye tunaleta pandei. Yes, so there is camel milk, we have yogurt from the camel milk itself. So kuna nyingi. There's quite a bit that we are doing in terms of agriculture.
Now we move to research and community impact.
Yes.
Your top priority ni gani?
Top priority?
Yes.
In terms of research and community impact?
Yes.
It's the concern of food security. Because that is ideally what, you know, every so often unasikia kuna njaa pahali. And kuna njaa pahali is one of the things we are saying. We don't want it to be said, kuna njaa hapa nyumbani. But in addition to that, there is the issue of the nutrition now. So we focus quite a bit on food security issues. Like one of the the projects that one of the faculty members has been working on is related to food security is on sanitation. The use of waste, organic waste, to produce animal feed affordably and from the waste. So once you have this animal feed, then now you're saying you're able to easily rear your chickens, you're able to easily have food for your cows or sheep or whatever, the animal feed that you need, or even mix it with everything else, and it's highly nutritious. So that way then we ensure that within the community, people are not going to sleep hungry. We are partnering with the Igati community in their project of 1 million beehives. So we actually have a place at the university, where we are installing an apiary, where now the community members and ourselves are working together in terms of beekeeping. Then there will be the harvesting of the honey, there will be the wax and all other products from the bees, and then value add. So that is one of the things that will be used, not only basically the way people think of bees and honey, but there are several other products that can come out of that. So the value addition to that as well. We have a project on indigenous foods. I know for quite a while, people have moved onto what might appear to be easy, maize and beans and stuff, and forgotten the sorghum, our,
millet.
Yes. So those are the things now that we are also working on, to say that in times of uncertain climatic changes, what are these foods that we can go back to? And why did we even stop growing those kinds of foods? I don't know. And yet they're nutritious and they are life-sustaining for us. So we have quite a lot of research on that as well.
Now, the world is already digital. So transformation in terms of how you consume information na vitu vingi. How is Meru University transforming the world through digital?
As I said, we have a School of Computing and Informatics.
Yes.
Our graduates are very good, I must say, countrywide. You will find them in different places, in banks, in different organizations. So these are skills that, and when you're thinking about the current students, they are the Gen Zs, very adaptable, very digital in their way of thinking, very technology-wise. So you find that in addition to us using technology in our classes through teaching, the students are also engaged quite a lot in terms of their assignments. That yes, we do have books in our libraries, but we are also aware of a lot of information that can be found on the net. So they are encouraged as well. We use our learning management system, our LMS. We have Odell, our online and distance education learning system. So we infuse and we integrate a lot of technology in the process of learning. That there are occasions when you may not come to class physically, but we will still continue with learning, that we are able to reach you and you're able to reach the lecturer. So we have that interface as well. Yes.
Mfumo wa masomo umebadilika. From 844 now we have
CBC.
So CBE, yeah. Yes. So mumejipanga vipi kwa kupokea wanafunzi?
Hao wanafunzi wanakuja 2029.
Yes.
Na tunawasubiri. Tuko tayari. As you've said, hiyo mabadiliko from what was primarily exam oriented, na najua hiyo ndio sababu nyingi watu hata walichoka nayo na kukasirika na mambo mengi. Sasa hata nyumbani unasikia parental engagement, mtoto anatumwa anaambiwa enda nyumbani and read this together, enda mfanye, so it's very hands on and a lot of skill based. So as a result, hata vile tunafunza lazima ibadilike, because sasa it is no longer tungoje mpaka mwisho ndio tukuje kuona kama unapata A or B or C. Kuna assessment throughout, na kuna ile tunasema sasa utaweza kuona the talents za mtoto vile anaendelea. So kwa shule sasa tumejipanga. We have had sessions where the faculty and the lecturers they've gone through programs of retooling and understanding ECBE ni nini, what are the kinds of students that we are expecting to have, and the different teaching methodologies that we are going to have. As a result then, of course, we are opening ourselves up to more hands-on methodologies of teaching and also methodologies of assessment. So tuko tayari. Tumejipanga, wacha wakuje.
All right.
Yes.
Nataka tuchukue break ya kwanza, but tukirejea nataka tuangalie the government funding model kwa wanafunzi. So as we take a commercial break, think about it. Atuke commercial break, tuchoke nyuma ya dakika inkai.
Eje ni Meru TV. Katiba ya Kenya 2010 ni ekira kaunti ire chitharuire na Wandi. Wandi nicho ichigo binini byotongeria bwage siasa na okaunti ire na Wandi mwanya kuringana na wari bwayo. Anwije Wandi yakubwega kwambiria Juni eje Meru TV ikethura ikiriunga o Wandi kenda gukumenyithia bwege gurura kaunti yaku.
Nyama kinyanja njizo ja leo ko utwendete ageni mono na mitheru turutonga no tumuthe tuyetu ni fertile
ko kuna advance thoko ya mira
ni apart from urimbo marigo antu ibari ma into vinge vya mbura na vya roje
ndene ya Meru county kire 145 ondira na industrial park
kuma amwathi gwita Igoji West, Thangatha gwita Timau, kuma Mukothi magwita Igamba Ng'ombe, Karingani mwanka Chogoria, kuma Kulamayo mwanka Bula Pesa, Kiambere mwanka Nginda, Kayole gwita Kileleshwa, tugakuretera nteto tariria cha Wandi chionde. Ni kuambiria mwezi wa June 2026. Antobati nontuire bwao ija mutejo tena meri ende antobati nanteto beda irobe mitumo mukabubanine nanande meri eri kankroki moroto jwara mekinyankroki Meru TV negociaro kairi na kirigociaro goku kwena tojo mwanya tutudongi to wiki kidhuraniro kijite na kinyanyuma ya kidhurano Phineas Imana tukori barabari utongeria nebyo birito kumasiasene gweta miondene okamukira manto orejo tokinyera wini wa Kingeru kajoga kutheruka gukweru tugekira kiana kianga tonyi inya kinyagigokira Dorcas Wakaria tukenja mwanka tukamenya umabungwa oje mukureteri nteto ore gutondoka Mutembei Edward Aramisi Chonde etaira makurungune ja power ku kaithangi kimono oje nwe muthonji wa mwerekera jogi siasa Ntinyari wa Kinywa Njuma yetana tugeteka okanlo weekendi agakuretera nteto mataunine na jaraja gutrendi nturene na kinya mitandaone Morin Kinya oje akarongika matha na kiume gyakwa gagitamburukia ethera gwikira gukurukire aja gwikira John the Kongone anere wa Kithenji agakuingira kithiorore siasa cia Sunday itechunki ore chumirete na ngerano cha migwi kenda gukubanganira kiume gyaku gikiambiria ntuko mugwanja tojo mugwanja umabomwe ije tinte twake eje inkoro ya Kiremara ichwa
ikundi bya nubigo kinyerwa
Ntumirikire ikundi bionthe taunine kana maturene nkatha mashinani etikinyire ureterine makeno matiri muthongomia wa nkatha cietu
kojera na nkorokio chindane kire mechetho ja rwero rwa nkunia rwero rwa gikwatie na nkara gukutia mukanda na kuina ndwembo chetene cheke Meru amwe na gutindania na gukenera kagitene gaka ukathomithio mantu jegie mbeche na wonjorithia kuma kwa yetu sako na bo Joy Millers barane bo athondeki ba mutu jwara premium kavagara jwara ha wheat flour na Joy Max animal feeds bakamatia ntuko no ritani bwa merera na regu amwe no rugi bwa chapo na nkima
mwekuru gikundi kianu ikiandikithitwo na kiri na amembe 10 kana nkoroki ciandikithieni na arua tumarĩtwa gikundi kienu ntura yenu na namba ya mumembo umwe kiri 0707 065 000 na wetere thimu yetu nĩ mwago wake
nkatha mashinani aja mbete iretirimana na mwago na nkero bia korena bia vitirimane na mibango ya rojo
yetu sako na Joy Millers turi amwe na abwe nturene andikithie gikundi kienu na arua
Furi 710-120-590 au 0110-581-292. Fanya oda yako leo ufurahie ofa kubwa na ya kipekee ukinunua bidhaa zetu. Mabati ya Duralong ni imara na hudumu hata katika hali mbaya ya hewa. Tuna huduma ya usafirishaji wa haraka na wa kuaminika kote nchini. Masharti na vigezo kutumika. Duralong Mabati, your ultimate roofing partner.
I'm cooking pancakes. I love mandazi. Bread is my favorite. Donuts, mwah. Nurturing the world, one bite at a time. Yay!
Nandira ino Mabati ninikita maguri obwega ara gauge 30 mat ekondwa na shilingi 600 kuma shilingi 680 o mita na gauge 28 mat shilingi 680 kuma shilingi 820 o mita. Rhino Mabati, do it best on top.
Mutama niyo kayothire otweta kembeche tena baita tiambi no oteko chenjia
botwaja gairo bitego tutethia neke
hai tokoraga
ng'ombe ciakwa itiraragire
ngoko ciakwa itekorekia
ngoro chako na guchenga iko chenga
aremi ituigetwa matata jenu na ikio tuboretere mutaaramu irio bia ndethia
aha mugeni aremi betu nukumenya mtoto umagaruka augane nyina kyo wize kuruga but with a nice choice mkombozi fins ituigetwe kirero kienu na nikyo tweza kubonokia irio bietu bithithetwo na teknolojia ya kinande na itogotigera bire na quality na standard.
Nice Choice Fits ni irio bia ndethia kumba kamboni ya Nice Mwea. Twena irio bia ndethia cionthe tabio Dairy Mill, Maize Jam, Soy Wina, Pig Finisher, Chick Mash, Layers Mash, Kienyeji Mash na binge bibinge. Irio bietu bithondeki na oteabo kinande na standard ya iguru nikenda gutigira ndethia ciaku ciena riri na ugima bobogo wa mwire nikenda ugocha murimi wona umithio na baita kuma kire ndethia ciaku. Irio bietu bire agrovet karandukene cia kwendia irio bia ndethia irere ya kwinagwe no ntutu county ne cia Meru, Tharaka Nithi, Embu, Nyeri, Laikipia, Kiambu, Nakuru na Nyandarua. Nice Choice Animal Feeds, siri yaku gwe muremi.
uri na kiroto gya kwithura uri na ngari kana munda aja yetu sako tugatuma kiroto gyaku gikinyanire na mpui ciukiria na yetu sako asset financing loan ruria ukahewa mainde kumija shares ciaku na interest cia nthiguru no karia ni gitara miaka 5 utibatara garanta na no utumira logbook yaku kana title deed ya security arania na tuna rugukurukira 0724 114 444 yetu sako, your success our pride.
Straight from our fertile Kenyan farms, where maize and wheat are grown with precision. Before a single grain is milled, it must earn its place. In our modern digital labs, only the best pass. Carefully milled, expertly packaged, and delivered with precision. Raha Premium is a super brand recognized for its superior quality. From Joy Millers Limited, producers of Raha Premium Kavagara, straight to your family table.
AJ ni Meru TV.
Bono tuweta na mbere kwa tena batunde ni Meru TV tukariria Meru University. Professor, the funding model kwa wanafunzi, the government funding model, how is it, and maybe how can one utilize it?
So the current funding model is, I think, somewhat misunderstood in some ways, and it's given students and parents, I think, a bit of a challenge, especially when we are moving from what used to be previously, where there was clear understanding that you're given either 40,000 and then you're going to divide that. The university will get this amount and you're given this amount. Now with the current funding model, there is a portion that is the scholarship, where depending on the need that is assessed for the student, then they are given a particular amount. So the needier the student, in terms of the assessment, the higher the level of scholarship that they are going to get. So which really means that no, you're not going to get a common figure for everyone. And I think that is what sometimes brings a bit of a challenge to parents. So I remember when it started, there were a number of families that kept wondering, why are we not getting any money in this particular category, and yet the need at home is high. So we realized, even as a university, that there was a misunderstanding in the way that students were filling in the forms. So that is also help that parents and students can get at our university. We have people to help guide through in understanding how to fill out those particular forms, you know, so that then you present the accurate picture of what your situation is, so that the government is able to decide on how much help you're going to get. Now, there is a portion that the student pays or the parent pays. So that is the household portion that commonly that you would hear people say the household portion. So that is the amount of money that then, as a university now, we are going to say that out of what we charge you for a particular program, and you're going to get some loans, you know, from HELB, that the government will give you loans, and that loan is what is going to come directly to the university. But there is this portion that then you will need to pay. And that is the portion that you will hear sometimes students now not understanding that if the government is paying for me, then why is the university asking me to pay? That is now the household portion. Almost like when you think about it in high school, for example. Even with the government giving schools some money, there is the tuition that you have to pay. There is the school fees that you have to pay. Now that is the equivalent of the household portion when you come to the university. Yes.
Now, if I leave your school today, I was studying and then nitoke, for how long mtu anaweza kaa nje and then arudi shule na aanzie mahali aliachia?
Usually it depends on kwa nini unatoka. Mbona unaenda?
Nilikosa fee.
Ulikosa fees. So because of finances.
Yes.
Usually we don't advise that you stay out too long. A year at a year maximum. Because also ukienda, si unaona tuseme uende umemaliza year 1.
Yes.
Huwezi kurudi katikati ya year 2. Lazima ikue mwaka mzima. Ndio sasa ukirudi utakuja kuanza na wale walikuwa nyuma yako. So maximum of about a year. That is easier for you also. Kwa sababu hautaki uende sana alafu ukirudi pia si umesahau.
Yeah.
You know? Utakuwa umesahau. So ukienda tuseme miaka 2, miaka 3 alafu urudi. Bado tutakuchukua tu kwa sababu utakuwa umeenda. There is a process of deferment. Vile unaandika, unaeleza shida zako, unaeleza unaenda kwa muda gani, you know, na unatarajia kurudi lini. So kesi yako inaangaliwa, alafu unapatiwa permission ya kwenda. So ukiwa na shida kama hizo, si ati sasa unaamka tu unaenda and then we don't know where you are. So unaona hiyo sasa ni kama umeacha shule na hatujui uko wapi, kwa sababu in our record uko supposed kuwa darasani na hauko. So kuna system we go through and we can assist you through the process. So hata kama mtu ako na shida tuseme ya pesa ama shida zozote, we have our dean of students. Hapo ndio wanafunzi wanaweza enda wajieleze. Kama sasa kwa shule tuko na work study program yenye huwa inasaidia wanafunzi kwa mapato kidogo kidogo, ile wanafanya kidogo ya kuwasaidia pengine kwa njia ya chakula hapa na pale. We also encourage them to apply for bursaries, for scholarships. Unaona hizi za from the county, from the constituencies za MPs, na kuna wale wanapata. So mtu hata kama anaona hana pesa asife moyo, you know. Maisha ni hivyo tu, tunang'ang'ana nayo. Hakuna kufa moyo. Unasema shida zako, unaweza pata yule mwenye unaelezea aidha kuna suluhisho ya shida zako ama anajua penye tunaweza pata the solution to your problem.
Interesting. Now, kuna wale wanatusikiza usiku wa leo. Mtu anauliza, why should I join Meru University of Science and Technology? Ako mahali tu. Give that person a reason
to come to Meru University of Science and Technology.
Yes.
Many reasons. One, as I have said, we have a variety of programs. So ile program yenye utataka kupata, nimekwambia tuko na nursing, we have health science, we have education, tuko na the sciences, tuko na business, kuja. So we have programs. We are situated in a very conducive environment for learning. Unajua sasa sisi we are at the base of the mountain. Si Meru tuko na, this is the home of Mount Kenya. Ndio vile huwa tunasema. And then we are away from the city. We are in Meru, as I said, we are about 12 kilometers from Meru town. So it is a very serene environment. Hata wale wenye wanakuja tu kutusalimia, wageni ambao wanakuja, one of the things that they always talk about is that it is a very serene environment. And that is what you want kama mwanafunzi. Pali pazuri penye utakuja kusoma. In terms of the relationships, people are very warm. We have a really good community within the university and surrounding. It is a community that is accommodating. It is a warm environment. It is a place where one feels at home. So that is good. Our level of education, our quality education, as I've said, we have invested, of course, in terms of our faculty. We have invested in our infrastructure, but of course that is something that is continually growing. Like the sciences and the technology, we have labs, and we still continue to equip those labs as time goes by. We are conscious about reevaluating and assessing ourselves and assessing our quality and just being on top of things with regard to our teaching methodologies, what we are giving to the students. We listen to their feedback in terms of what they tell us, especially with faculty, and then we improve on that. So there are many reasons why someone should come to Meru University.
Wow. Now, there is a question here. I think I should read it.
Okay.
Someone is asking, good evening, Edward. Ask for me if they train farmers or outsiders on black soldiers fly rearing.
Okay. So we do have the Sanitation and Research Institute. And that is where the project for the black soldier fly is housed. And that is one of the things that I was mentioning in terms of food security and sustainability. That through that particular project, there is the conversion, and I like what the principal project leader talks about. That's the conversion of waste to wealth. So yes, that is something that people have been trained on in the community a lot, and even the surrounding areas and the informal settlement, and it is something, yes, that we are capable of doing, and we do, yes.
Ah, very nice. Yes. So, a message that maybe uko nayo kwa wanafunzi wote, either wale wako sahi ama wale watakuja, ungetaka kuambia nini usiku wa leo?
Tunawakaribisha Meru University. From the programs zenye tuko nazo, certificate, diploma, bachelor's, master's, PhD, postgraduate, there is a wide variety that someone can choose from. There is a good support system that no one should feel stuck. Ukikuja haujui ni nini unataka kuja kufanya, there are people you can talk to. So there is good support system. Kwa wale wenye, especially tuseme kuna wale wenye walifanya mtihani na hawakufaulu vizuri kuingia university with the, to do the bachelor's. Wanakuja wanaanza with the certificate, wanaanza with the diploma courses, you know. So there is something for everyone at our university, and we are truly delighted that people are going to choose our university to come and be with us.
All right. Yes. So tukimalizia, maybe kuna kingine kimebaki, ungelitaka wanaotusikiza wakijue?
Vile nimesema, kwanza katika all these programs ni, and especially sasa nikiongea juu ya the immediate and local community, that hii ni university yetu hapa, hii ndio public university yetu hapa, masomo iko, so hata wazazi wasisumbuke ile ya kusema sijui wanataka, hawajui pale pa kupeleka mtoto. The university is open. It is our university. It is a community university, because I probably didn't mention that we started off as a result of a donation by the Njurincheke. You know, that is, it's the Njurincheke that gave us land.
The land?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So this is our university that we are very proud of, you know. So wazazi na watoto wao, nobody should feel stuck that they do not know where they can go and have further education, be it from the certificate level all the way to the PhD level. Na wote tunawakaribisha. Wote tunawakaribisha kwetu.
The population of the school?
At present, we are at about 14,000 students, and we are looking to grow more. We have room for growth, so we are not yet at full capacity, so we have room for growth, both in terms of the student population, but also in terms of the programs. Like the programs that I've mentioned, we are still expanding. Every day, we are still developing more programs in response to some of the concerns in the society, the feedback that we get from stakeholders. So for example, something that I probably had not mentioned, there is an institute for concrete and cement. So that when we look at construction, right, at present, construction is very expensive. Hata simiti, si mafuta ikapanda na simiti ikapanda, sasa ujenzi pia ina hivyo. So the Institute of Concrete and Cement is one that is looking at how can we use locally available materials as a substitute for cement. Sasa na mwanafunzi akikuja ajifunze hiyo na ajue jinsi ya kutengeneza cement say from clay and now begin to do the bricks. Kutakuwa na makosa kweli?
No, kutakuwa na makosa yote.
Si sasa wanafunzi si wakuja? So there is something for everyone. There is something for everyone at our university. And we are looking forward to receiving people. Yes.
So kuna wale wanaishi ndani na kuna wale maybe wanaishi nje ya
university, yes. Na unajua sasa siku hizi, kama mzazi, the reality is uchumi sasa inafinya kila mtu. Sisemi ati watoto wasiende kusoma kwingine. Lakini pia vile ulisema, unapata mtoto ameenda shule, pesa zimepunguka. Sasa lazima awache kuenda aidha kwa mwaka mmoja ama miaka miwili. Ukiwa kama unatoka nyumbani, kama nyumbani ni hapa karibu, si unaona hivyo already umepunguza uzito kwa wazazi. Kwa sababu ukiwa mbali sana, there is no immediate help. Hata ile ya kusema pengine ameenda nyumbani amepata chakula kutoka kwa shamba, hakuna. Kwa sababu uko mbali sana na pesa ni lazima. So there is also that aspect. Yes.
Wow. Yes. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Kupata nafasi kuja hapa.
Asante.
Umekaribishwa hapa tena.
Asante. Asante sana.
Hapa ni nyumbani.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Nimeshukuru sana.
Thank you very much. Kiribara bonde bokari kiribara tuna rwariro emoko emona Professor Hilda Omai okuma Meru University of Science and Technology kwa kudra kwe mantumba kudra okenda kumenya kuluki kwena namba cio chiri screen ne kwau no baringire thimo akenda kuwata mantu kuluki na kinyoga kwenda kwenda kwendro wita ndene ya school weu still wina space kana wina time ya kuringa thimu kana obaliongera ara anchiro ukethero kiwatane nabo ukenda kwa murito kana kumya manto kuluki iguru ya university hauno tuginyira muthio rarire tutuketha tukiwatane thaitha tuna nusu krinteto chewero thaitha tu. It has been done and dusted. Thank you very much.
Eje ni Wero TV.